Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles prediction for the week of May 11th through the 17th, the next week ahead. So welcome. We are going to do a reading for my singles with no exes and no past. We are also going to add some charms and some initials to this reading. We are going to use this reading to help you to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. So welcome everybody. Welcome back. It's a fully channeled message for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. So let's call in our angels. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they have for you today for the week ahead. New love prediction, Spirit. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us at this time? What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear? What loving energy is surrounding us, coming towards us, on its way? I am listening for you now. Okay, these beautiful hearts. So let's see what it says. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. That's a very difficult thing to do, isn't it? That it was almost a feeling of let go and let God. So maybe that's what Spirit's asking us today, is that, like it's in my hands and don't worry about it. It's already in my hand. So let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Knight of Cups. An Emperor. I have an Ace of Cups. And I have the World. Those are some beautiful cards just as a starting point. They're sharing with me, the way they said it was kind of like this, like rolling out the red carpet, and it was this love arrives. It was just this kind of like, here's this love that we've been waiting for, and it's kind of like you're coming down that red carpet, you're coming down. They're showing me this big, beautiful, elegant staircase, almost like you're entering into a ballroom or an entrance for a wedding. So it was beautiful, but it's a sense of love for sure. You're surrounded by love, they're saying. So it's not only the person coming into your life, it's everyone's happy for you. Everyone is celebrating you, celebrating this union, celebrating this person in your life, and that you look so happy, and that they're so happy that you found your person. So I do feel like that is happening. This feels like almost a toast to me. I toast to happiness. I toast to a future together. This person they're using the word, they said, they're oblivious to everything else around them when they're with you, which was really cute. So it's the person who can only kind of focus on you when you're there, like you consume their attention. They're only interested in you. I mean, there could be people doing cartwheels behind them, but they don't care. I'm focused on you. I'm 100% attentive to you. So that tells me this person is totally into you. They definitely have a lot to offer. They're secure, Spirit saying emotionally. I will take emotional maturity any day of the week. This is somebody who they're saying is not afraid to love, is not afraid to give. So they're bringing in this very mature, for lack of better terms, individual who has grown into themselves, can be in their own skin, and has a lot of love to give. There's a sense of, yes, of course, everyone wants to be loved, but there are people out there that just have this genuine heart, big heart, genuine heart, something like that. So I'm just going to say a lot of love to give. So You obviously have a lot of love to give in return, and that will be the bonus, you know, for them, that they will have this. I have a Four of Swords. I have a Queen of Wands. I have a Knight of Pentacles. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. A little bit of, I'm going to go slow until I feel more secure. I have been taking my time waiting for the right person. I want to feel the magic. I want to feel somebody that's come into my energy that I enjoy, that I'm attracted to. But this came into me as I'm not afraid to take my time. Okay, so I'm not going to rush into anything. Maybe it's just where you are at this stage in your life. There's no need to. I'm going to make sure that I'm feeling safe. And that's okay. You know, that's something that you don't want to just kind of open your doors to just anybody and just say, hey, you know, become a significant part of my life, change my whole life. And then you don't realize what you signed up for. So, but I do feel like you've been waiting for this. I do feel like this is, they're saying a dream come true. Okay, I have a High Priestess at the bottom of my deck. I'm just going to go with I manifested this. I have a Magician and I have a Justice card and a Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to go with all of these for a moment. So can I be really happy? I'm going to go with this feeling first, that I have so much to offer and I manifested it. And then I have this feeling of security. They're saying structure. So structure to me would be stability and balance, and, you know, like a kind of a, you know, we have a home, we can afford our home, you know, things like that. I'm also going to say that the Justice card is a union. I'm going to say commitment. So down the road, for those of you that do want a full-blown commitment, I would say that this is it. But I'm going to say you manifested this. So do not stop manifesting your hopes and dreams. Do not give up on the fact that there's somebody for everybody. So I do feel like you've manifested it and you have a lot to offer. I mean, this person's coming to you with, they're very emotionally available. So they're looking for somebody that's not only emotionally available, but you're the whole package, you know, and that's what they want. They don't want to pick up the pieces of somebody else. They want somebody who's pretty put together and is kind of doing okay on their own. Yes, you want to add somebody to your life, but not unless it's somebody who's really good. Spirit, please share with me loving messages around this connection. I have childhood activities. I could have a child. That's telling me I have a child. It looks like a grade school child, maybe like middle grade, something like that. So we could have some young children still for some of you. And we will be doing things like coloring and painting and school projects, they just said. So that's okay. It's all fun. I love you. I'm going to fall in love with you. I like that. So we want the person who I'm definitely in love with. We'll keep manifesting that. I have a proposal. I'm not afraid of this person. I'm not. I feel like this person, I am going to go slow. They just reminded me of that night when I pulled this card. I am going to go slow, but in the long run, it's a commitment. In the long run, it's a proposal. In the long run, it's a ring on your finger. Now, some of you, a lot of people will have a ring, like a promise ring. Between us, it's a commitment. We might not have a legal contract. We might not do the whole big wedding thing, but we have a ring on our finger. We kind of stay engaged, you know, between us. We're basically living a life like a spouse. So we would have that commitment for others of you, if you, want that traditional bride wedding and that, traditional partnership, then I do have a commitment here. Spirit, what will I love about this person? What are their any personality traits that stand out, will jump out? What should I be looking for, happy for? I have passionate about you. Generous, I love that. Generous with their time. I have magnetic, understanding, diplomatic, talk things through. I have patient. Patience of the saint is how it kind of came in. So this person could be, maybe you have some things that they have to be patient. You're always running late. You always leave things behind. You got to run back into the house and get things, something like that. I have knowledgeable. You see them as very bright, smart, courageous. Maybe they have a job or they've been through some struggles in their life that you see that, hey, you survived, you did great. I don't know if I could have done it. So there could be something about them that you really respect. Bottom of the deck, I have motivated and lovesick. So who's this emotionally available person? What did they say that you basically, it doesn't matter if there's somebody else in the room trying to grab their attention. They're oblivious to anybody else but you. So it's, somebody who's going to be very dedicated to you. You'll be the only one, which is nice. Let's get some initials. Let's see if we can grab some initials today. So first initials, last initials. Now, some of you may have somebody in mind. So we'll just get a handful. Don't worry if you don't see your person's initials. And we'll just get a handful of these to start. I have the letter X, P, D, Q, Y. Letter J. I have an H, O. I have an M, C. I have an X. I have an M, and I have a U. Okay, so for some of you, those could be connecting. Others, it's just some clues for what could be coming in the days ahead. So let's see. So the week of May 11th through the 17th. Yeah, there was a little bit of this week could change your life energy that just happened in me. So I kind of liked that. I will tell you that. Spirit, tell me about this connection. What is it that I want to know? What is it that you want me to know? Your past will cross in their birthday month. So is their birthday month May? That would be nice. Is your birthday month May? I have wears black. Okay, wears a lot of black in their wardrobe. That's a good clue. I have hums. Okay, hums, sings to themselves, something like that. Always kind of has a song in their head. We know those people. Has olive skin. Okay, that's the person who tans beautifully. I love that. I have lives near you. Okay, so not a long distance relationship. That's always a good clue. We'll be the one to ask you out. Okay, so they make the first move. They are definitely going to be the one who chases. They wear glasses. That's a good clue. Your glasses. Can speak more than one language fluently. Okay, so that limits people. Not a lot of people can do that. Has an unusual hair feature. Okay, maybe a really big cowlick. Maybe they have, like a cowlick that won't go down, something like that. Let's get a couple more of these. Owns a dog. Maybe we love the dog. Of course, we love the dog. Already knows who you are for some of you. Okay, so you could have already crossed paths with this person. You're waiting for them to make their first move, and they are, they just said they're gentle. Okay. Oh, I like gentle. I like gentle. They were raised by a single parent. I love that. Okay. Spirit, what else do you want us to know today about this connection? Let's see what we have for the week ahead. Maybe this is the week that they make the move. You know, they just reach out and they want to get together. And what's your availability? I have a 3 of Pentacles. I have a mentor. Okay, that's my higher, my emperor, right? No, my Hierophant. I have an Ace of Swords. And I have a 9 of Cups. Okay. The Ace of Swords is kind of coming forward with those feelings and letting you know what they're thinking. So what they're thinking right now is, I want to spend some time with you. You know, let's spend some time together. I want to get to know you better. So I would definitely feel that. I feel a sense of comfort around you. The 3 of Pentacles came into me as like a project. Some of you, not all of you, you could be working on a project together. It could be work related. It could be somebody that not necessarily works in your same office, but you could be colleagues in some way, or your paths cross because of business. You're aware of each other, like in a business networking energy. But it was kind of a brainstorming feeling, like we put our minds together about something. So you could be very synergistic with your business worlds and career worlds for somebody. I have an 8 of Wands. They said full steam ahead. I have a 10 of Wands. I have a 10 of Cups. And I have a 7 of Pentacles. It's more of a feeling of full steam ahead and somebody making the time. Okay. Like they say, I'm super, super busy, or you say I'm super, super busy, but they look at their schedule and they figure out what works for you. What can they, it's almost like somebody reschedules something to be with you. Okay. Like I can do that. I just have to make a couple calls. Okay. I can do that. I just have to switch my schedule around a little bit. Okay. Chariot, 8 of Wands. I want to get this thing moving. I like the fact that they're willing to adjust their life to be with you. So it's not a burden on them. It's not well, I guess if I have to, it's, yeah, you know what, let's try to make this work, because that sounds good. 2 of Wands at the bottom of my deck. That sounds good because I really want to get this going. I really want to see you. I really want to spend some time with you. So you've got somebody who, again, emotionally available is somebody who says, yeah, my work is important. My schedule is important, but those are, in the big picture of life, are not the most important things. Sharing a life with somebody, having a partner in life, meeting the right person, loving somebody is more important. So they're willing to make some sacrifices, Spirit just said, in order to accommodate or be flexible, things like that. So this isn't somebody who's like my way or the highway. This is somebody who's literally going to change their schedule to make it happen. Let's get some charms. Let's see what my charms are saying today. So I had some beautiful charms here, and I'm going to give these a little stir. Let me go over here. Okay. I'm going to get the signs first. I have a Scorpio. Pisces. I have a Virgo. I have the letter B. Okay, the big, beautiful sun. So that came into me more as on a bright, sunny day. I almost feel like we're taking advantage of the weather, maybe sitting outside, going for a walk in the park. We're both grabbing our sunglasses, but maybe it's you live somewhere where it's not always hot, but it's a beautiful day. So we're taking advantage of it. So I feel like we're going for a walk, or, we go out to lunch and then maybe we go for a walk afterwards, something like that. So that feels good. I have flowers. Flowers are blooming, plantings, talking about plantings. Maybe somebody's talking about what they did over the weekend, and I planted some of my flower beds. I weeded my flower beds. Maybe it's somebody who's a gardener. So I'll take the gardener feeling. I have mittens or hands. I'm going to go with holding hands. I'm going to go for that walk. Is the first time we walk hand in hand. Okay. And it's kind of like, feels good. It was easy. It wasn't like a big deal. So they just grabbed your hand and started walking, and it fit perfectly. So somebody likes to hold hands. So I'm going to go with the affection. So that feels nice. I have a purple bag, but the purple is more what I'm feeling. I'm feeling the color purple. I could have a lot of purple in my wardrobe. I could have purple outfit the day that I meet this person. So I'm just going with the color purple is my favorite. You can see I've got a lot of purple. I'm all purple today. So something's going on with that. I have a exotic bird. I'm going to use the word fascinated for a minute, because there's a part of me that feels that there's something about you that, you're similar to other people, but there's something very special about you that I'm going to use the word exotic. So you could have a certain look. You could have exotic eyes. You could, maybe other people have described you as having kind of an exotic look. So there's something going on with that. And then I have the number 5. So I'm going to go with 5 days, within 5 days. I'm going to commit to that. I like that. May, okay, May 5th. What date is, we're past May 5th. Okay, we're May 11th. I'm going to go within 5 days. I think that energy feels good. I like that. And then I have beautiful lips. I have pink lips. I love your lipstick. I love your smile. I can't wait to kiss you. First kiss, first time we hold hands, something like that. So the start of something new for sure. Let's put that, those charms are beautiful. I always like the charms because they just give me a little bit more of a, I don't know, some different intuitive messages, obviously. So I always love my charms. Kind of fun how they pop into my head. Spirit, when is this love coming? We're planning the week ahead. We are planning something exciting happening around us. Do you have a timeline for us at this point, Spirit? When they're going to make the first move. Somebody makes a move, okay? I have let it be a mystery. I know we don't want a mystery. We want a prediction, Spirit. We want a prediction from Psychic Kathy. We don't want a mystery. Next week looks promising. Okay, so we could be within a week. I have the next new moon. I have some numbers here, 36, 37, 49. It's time to move forward. The number 7, 5 to 7 days. How about that? So within the next week, I'm going to go with that. The time is now. Okay, bottom of the deck. I love it. The time is now. I always like this feeling because it gives us that hope. If it didn't happen yesterday, it can happen today. If it doesn't happen today, it can happen tomorrow, you know? So there's always that feeling of it's right around the corner. Let's put this out into the universe. If this is the kind of love that you are claiming, you want to attract, anything that we said today is the kind of love that you are deserving of. I want to thank Spirit for these messages, of course. I want to thank you all for being here. If you're new to this channel, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. I do have some new half-hour readings on there and a new mini reading that I updated recently. So check that out. In the meantime, we'll ask Spirit to guide this love to you in the week ahead, and we will see you all again real soon.